Welcome back. My name's Alistair Barr from Grad Mentor, and today we're going to be talking about confidence and confidence in a job interview. And that means building confidence and also managing high levels of confidence. And we're going to be talking to Adam today about some tips and tricks about getting that right. Okay, so today I'm here with Adam. We're going to talk about confidence. And the thing about confidence in an interview is getting the right level of it. Building confidence to it, but also pulling away from erring on arrogance to get the right level of confidence. So, Adam, you got a couple of tips and tricks about how to actually build confidence walking into an interview for that hour beforehand. Can you tell us what you did specifically?
I was on the phone to mates and family, just getting them to grill me with hard questions, and it helped me get in that mindset to go in the interview like you're already ready to go, you're already on momentum and got some momentum and ready to go.
So you got a bit warmed up through that?
Yeah, exactly.
So was it specifically the questions that they were asking you, or just the energy and the fact that you'd actually started talking and you're already communicating through those questions?
Just started talking and getting that right headspace that you want to be in walking into the interview, where you know what you want to say, you know why you're there, and you're not going to say the same answers everyone else is.
And while we're here and we're talking to you, really nicely dressed or very well presented today. So
Thank you.
How much does that sort of play on being confident in that interview? I mean, you haven't overdone it, and it's not sort of out there, and it's very sort of professional and clean. So does that sort of help build in with that confidence?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're feeling good, I think on the outside, then you feel good in your head and you're not worried about your tie or anything like that.
Is there anything else that really helped you sort of build to that place where you're really confident going into an interview?
It's all about headspace and momentum for me personally. Just like I said, yeah, just start talking to people, get good experience doing it, and get as much exposure to interview process before going into that job.
I think also being comfortable in the place as well. You're making sure that you've got a glass of water there.
Exactly.
All that sort of stuff probably helps.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the other things that, the flip side of that coin of building confidence is sort of bringing the confidence level down. And I guess sort of early in my career, I sort of suffered from not being overly confident, but being super confident. And if you get to that stage, you really risk being on the line of what people perceive as being arrogant. Have you sort of seen any of your mates or peers or anything where you've seen, confidence erring on arrogance?
Yeah, I did have a mate who went into a pay review and they asked him, he just said, unless it starts with 8, then I'm not interested in this conversation. So I think that was probably bordering on arrogance.
What do you reckon happened there? Did you get the number?
Probably not.
Yeah. So one of the things, unfortunately, is people that are overconfident, erring on arrogance, generally don't know that, and generally they're not told that because people talk about them behind their back or whatever it might be. If you're in that situation, and it requires a lot of self-awareness, have you seen sort of anyone that sort of become self-aware or identified that, or any ideas or tips or tricks for anybody that's in that overconfident space?
Yeah, I think like you said, it's really important to be self-aware of yourself about where you currently are. You can definitely be confident about where you want to go, but you don't want to get caught in that arrogant category of thinking you're already above where you are.
And that's a really common one with employers now, especially employing Gen Ys, is that they have this thought that a Gen Y expects to be the CEO, in the first year. And being really self-aware that there's a growth plan and so forth is really important. From my perspective, and what I learned was, again, being aware of people around you, but also, talking too much, using the word I too much. All of these things are really key ones. And there's some saying that I heard a long time ago that I really love, is that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and to use that in proportion. People who talk too much talk more about themselves, can be perceived arrogance, and those who actively listen can really be in a spot of managing that. So any other thoughts around that, Adam?
No, just what you said, that's definitely true.
Yeah. So thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully there's some tips around managing confidence, whether it's lifting confidence or toning down confidence erring on arrogance. I hope that's been helpful, and look forward to seeing you next time.